kind of are.
Hey, thanks for that. That's nice. Thanks for recognizing. All right. So I'm starting us off here just a little bit differently. And I think I got everyone online. If you haven't zeroed your hit points and done everything that you need to do, go ahead.
It's on us. It's on us.
And we are going to play cards in the inn. Yay. Now, I know that you guys are not going to understand the rules of this the first time you play it. And it may seem like there's some sort of secret agenda to this game. And actually, you're right, there is. But you won't fully realize that until we'll see, maybe a couple of months. But this game is called As I Recall. And we're each going to get 10 cards. Let me see if I can shuffle and deal us all 10 cards. And 10 cards to all players, right? It should work. We'll try this. Every time we try a new thing with cards, oh, good. Okay. Now you can see under your players here at the bottom that you have 10 cards. Now you shouldn't be able to click on anyone else's cards and see them. Or if you do, all you can do is see how many cards they got left.
I don't see
you can steal other people's cards. Hey, don't steal other people's cards. That would be.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, it's at the top. Wait a second.
Yeah.
See if I can close this. Click again, I hope. Okay. And now there are 8 different suits and wild cards. And the wild cards you mostly play on other players to prevent them from doing other things. Like you can play a wild card that prevents them from using any of their trumpets. Or you can play a wild card that makes your bad wild cards move to another player. The main goal is to score tricks like spades, but you're not actually playing on a center hand that's collected at the end of a round. You're playing the cards on yourself, or you're playing the cards on others. And there are 3 types of cards that that eventually could score points for you: the hearts, the diamonds, and the stars. If you look at your hand, you'll see that most of the cards have at the very top, As I Recall, and you can see the suit of the card. And then it has the type of card it is, whether it's an obfuscation or a heroic claim. And the heroic claims are the ones that mostly score points. And then it has an expression. I'll read one of mine. I saved our party, healed all of who suffered grievously. That would be, As I Recall, I saved our party and healed all who suffered grievously. And that card says I can play it on my turn. If you ever reach a point where you cannot play your cards, you're out of the game, yet people can still try to eliminate your claims. Now, as you make these claims, people can accuse you of misremembering, or they can obfuscate and say to make a distraction or etc. So just everyone's got their cards. Now, normally the dealer can say, I want to. Did you click on your 10 spot, Rusty?
Above your character.
At the bottom.
Oh, well, all the character names are at the. Oh, click on the character. I'm Rusty. Yes,
you should see that icon 10. Right there.
I got no icons. I got nothing on this thing but a green background, a green square, and the 5 names: Rusty, Red, Squires, John.
And none of them have cards. Is that correct?
You want to scroll down on the page, Rusty. I think you're.
Yeah.
I'm fully zoomed out as high as I
can. The people should be. They should be visible. So let me.
Mr. Bucket.
Let me recall the cards.
I can steal Rusty's cards from him. So.
Yes, I'm going to recall
I like
all
my
the cards.
cards.
And
way to go, Rusty! That was the greatest hand I've ever had in my life.
I tell you.
I'm glad that.
Well played, sir. Well played.
There's one other thing about a nil. If you end up getting no points at the end of the round, at the end of the,
Wait a minute. So there's a deck in the lower corner that's just one deck. Is that mine?
Yeah. Don't touch or deal any cards out of that. I think you already have, right, Rusty?
I already clicked.
That. Yeah. Stop that.
Right.
Yeah. Let me recall and shuffle
Completely
again.
lost.
9 million hours of
No.
computer engineering.
As a
Rusty
very
breaks it
old
with
guy,
three keystrokes.
As
Just-
a very old guy, I can't take this type of stuff. Okay.
I'm
Let's-
sure you can.
I
You're
can't
not
even
just
do
having
touch
memories from your
anymore.
basement.
I need a
It would be
dial.
great if it works.
All right. Did you see a 10 above your name, Rusty?
No,
I can see it.
I see nothing above my name. Let me change the interface to put all the names at the bottom instead of the top. Maybe that's some sort of goofy.
Huh.
It
It's
might be off the
page for you.
screen. Yeah, it might be off the screen for you because
Let me.
That's pretty silly.
I've got it zoomed out as far as.
Boy, did they did not troubleshoot these decks, did they? Well, everyone else sees 10 cards, right?
yes.
Okay, now if you score no points, you automatically get 1 point for every other player in the game. So if you go nil, for instance, in our spades analogy, you can score 4 points. The problem with that is if you have at least one heroic claim in your hand, you are hoping that somebody will refute it and eliminate it, because you cannot play a good card and then a bad card right on yourself. You can only play the bad cards on the other people. And bad cards, what I mean is cancellation cards. So you see those your 10 cards now, Rusty?
No, I haven't been able to get the names to the bottom because I can't find the.
It's under audio and video, and it's under video display. When you go to the gear looking icon.
Now I can see everything because I'm at the bottom now. Okay, got it.
Okay.
I see a 10.
All right. So I'll just start. Now, as I said, normally the dealer can decide, well, I think everyone should pass 4 cards, and then I would pick 4 cards out and send them somewhere else. That would make it a little bit easier, I think, to so I killed the dragon. Actually, I killed the dragon's vile mate. And we go to Rusty. Rusty, you have to play a card. If you cannot play a card, you're out of the game. So you have almost unlimited choices now, because you could play any of the red cards, the hearts, the diamonds, or the stars, and start a heroic claim for yourself, or you could play a card which refutes my heroic claim, or you can play a card that's a wild card and curse somebody around the table. So
Okay, by play, I click on it, and then what do I do?
drag it to the desktop.
I get to the desktop. Got it. Okay. Did everybody see that now?
Yeah, now move it closer to yourself. There you go. Rusty claims he destroyed the egg chamber. Now, Rusty's card is a heart, and my card is a heart. Hearts are worth 2 victory points. So we already have jumped in the lead if we survive. Now, Conrad, go ahead and play a card.
Okay. Can I play? I have a card that says I can play in any heart. Must I play that
Yes.
on Rusty? Or can I play it
well,
on you?
You play it on Rusty because he seems to be our eternal victim. But a spade can be played on any heart. It cannot be played on a diamond or a star. A sword can be played on any heart,
Just to make it
diamond,
easier for-
or so.
So as you can see here, it says, as I recall, how did your armor survive the flames?
Right. Now, you either need to cover me up or cover Rusty up with that.
Rusty's going to destroy himself, so I'm going to cover you.
Okay, that's a good idea. All right. So I did not
Rusty's doing
destroy.
it for
Rusty's
Rusty.
self-destroying already.
His nature, his nature will do it for him.
I did not at this moment kill the dragon's vile mate, because somebody has questioned whether or not how I would survive the flames. We go to John.
Well, while you were busy with the mate, I slew the horrible dragon.
Ah, that's a really good one. John slew the horrible dragon. Greg.
Let's see. I don't have any hearts. So
Okay,
I
do you have any
think,
diamonds or stars? If you have no diamonds or stars or hearts, that is a perfect hand. I don't know how you're going to do anything but score 4 points.
Well, make it
no,
so no one else scores, and you'll be fine.
Yes.
Are the sword? No, the cross swords are not stars, right? I do
No, the
have
cross
cards
swords,
that I can play.
if you read at the bottom what the cross sword does, it'll cover
Yeah.
up a heart or a diamond or a star. In other words, it refutes a claim.
Yeah. So I believe what I have to do is they're like, nope. How do you play the card? Drag
Just
it out
drag it
onto
to the desktop. Yeah.
Drag it to the desktop.
Oh, well, it's not zoomed in apparently.
Yes, yes.
So we go like that. So
Sure.
Rusty destroyed the egg chamber, but I'm wondering that the monster's venom had no cure.
Correct. So Rusty's claim that he destroyed the egg chamber, we are now questioning the fact that he destroyed the egg chamber. And it comes back around to me. You mean people. Covering it up. And I say, well, obviously that required aid from my demigod relative. Now that puts me back into the positive, where this card here, that I killed the dragon's vile mate, that is now true now. Now, at the present moment, I'll be scoring 2 points after all the cards are played or everyone is knocked out. And the only way to eliminate this now is with, I believe it's a moon card, eliminates the full deck, the full pile. I don't recall if it's a moon card or a trumpet card. One of the cards removes the whole pile. And there are also ways of just removing single cards off of the play area. Rusty, we're up to you.
All right, let's see here. As I recall, explanations.
And Rusty, too, has justified himself.
Okay.
So the venom of the monster was destroyed by the Fey Queen.
Right.
And we go to Conrad.
I'm going to play. I'm sorry, I'm busy right now petting the dog.
Okay, you can remove any card except
I've heard
your
your
own
story
hearts,
about. I've heard your story about this demigod thing. Just to demonstrate it.
And I'm going to remove those 2 cards.
Ooh.
And we go to John.
Well, I'm just adventuring. I did actually unlock the Titanic entrance.
Okay, very good. John has 2 different accomplishments he's taken claim to. A total of 3 victory points. And Greg.
Don't
hold back on those wild cards. The sooner you get them back out, the sooner people are eliminated from the game.
Yeah, okay.
What are the wild cards? The
wild cards are the ones that with the Joker's hat.
Chester, yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Obviously, I don't have any, so I'm just saying.
I had one in that first deck, the first deal.
Think I will. Can I do that?
Yep.
Ask about how he navigated the maze because I play on any Diamond Harder store, right? So
that is correct.
That works.
Yep. And it comes over to me, and I'll take my own wisdom, and we will play a wild card. And I'm going to make it so Rusty can no longer play explanation cards.
What's an explanation card?
And that's like that club that you have right there.
So no more clubs.
No more clubs until you either get rid of that wild card, and there's plenty of ways to do that, or somebody steals it from you or something like that. It does not cancel the card already in play, though. And we go to Rusty.
Let's see. I think I'll play this card and move this card over to mean red.
Okay. That's a plural too. You could play that later if you wanted to, Rusty.
So I can play it again? What do you mean?
No, I meant you could have held that to like this 8th round of the card flips and suddenly moved a lot of cards around. But okay.
And in other words, I could do more than one with that card?
Yes.
Oh, well, it's not clear.
So I did once you mentioned that, I did look at my cards a little more carefully, and I did find that I have a Gygax. So Greg, I think you're a braggart.
Greg is a braggart. That doesn't sound like him. You cannot play jocularity trumpets, Greg.
Jocularity trumpets. Okay.
And John.
Well, not only that, I also am concerned with Greg's negativity there, and he's unable to play obfuscation moons.
I'm not able to play obfuscations.
No jocularity, no obfuscations. We're cutting all your options here, Greg.
Okay.
And it comes over to Greg.
Oh, I do have a card that says obfuscation. But right now, as far as I can see, like using Milborn language, red is stopped. John, one of his is stopped and one of his claims is still going.
Correct.
Rusty is going.
Correct.
Well,
there's a lot of diamonds, hearts, and stars.
Yes.
15 total. So there's people are holding back to play them at the end, which is a strategy.
I did not get those. I got all of these things.
Wow.
So how did you pass the undead crypts?
And John got hit again.
I did.
And it comes over to me. And so I am no longer seeing a man about a horse. I am giving credit to the group. Remove any card except your own hearts, diamonds, and stars. I'm going to remove that wild card from me. And over to Rusty.
Doorbell, I'll be right back.
That's fine.
Is that a card or is that a doorbell?
I was wondering that too. I go answer the doorbell. No one's allowed to play a card on me for this round.
Well, let's see. And if I don't play a card, then I'm eliminated, right?
You must play a card if you can play a card. So looking at the board, there's a lot of cards, moons and trumpets and diamonds and stars and hearts. It would be unlikely you do not have a card to play. I wouldn't say it's impossible, but it's unlikely.
Okay.
He is rusty though, so that's
yes,
and very unlucky. Okay, so
yeah, that would be very unlucky to have just 2 points at the end of the game. You could have done almost nothing and gotten 4.
So for this card, which is a moon card, I have to play that, I assume, on a heart or a diamond. Is that correct?
Well, what does it say at the bottom of the card?
Remove any card except your own hearts. Oh,
yeah. So you could play that.
So it could be anything. Yeah.
Okay. Well, then, see, I think we'll remove the the heart. Okay, do I have to remove the top card?
Yep.
Can he-
you
can he
cannot,
remove-
you cannot cancel
can
his
he
heart
remove this
because right
card,
now
Red?
it's under contradictions.
Can he remove this card? The spade there?
Did you play? Yeah, that's he cannot remove the spade card. He can only remove the card that's showing. In essence, Rusty.
Okay, so
All right, that's
it's
what
gonna
I
be
was asking.
exposed.
Re-grab that card back into your hand. I think if you right-click on it, you're able to take.
All right. Let's see.
You certainly could play that on John and give John his 2 points back for his heart.
Yeah.
If we were
But I-
playing in teams, that might work.
Yeah, and
Always on your team, Rusty. Always.
let's see. Okay, I guess. Okay, I guess we'll do. Let's see. Who needs punishment? Where's Conrad? I don't see Conrad anywhere.
Conrad has not
Conrad's
played anything yet.
It's just
Need
sitting
is
here
a really
quiet.
strong word. I'm just saying.
So where's Conrad's? Oh, he's way up there. No wonder I can't. Well, we'll do this to Conrad.
That's no fun.
I'm sorry, but I have very limited cards here.
Yeah, I understand. So,
No hearts, Conrad.
you called me a poltroon?
Yes, he accused you of being
Doesn't
a
seem
poltroon.
nice.
Poltroon.
So, no hearts.
No hearts.
So, and I have to play the heart first, correct? I can't go
right
right
now
to a
you cannot
diamond.
play a heart, but yeah, you would play a heart to start a pile.
Right, but I can't. So, for example, I can't play a diamond first, right?
You can play diamond.
Heroic claim.
Yeah.
Okay, so I could, in fact, play a. Okay.
You
You can play a diamond or a star right now.
heart
Yes,
or star or right.
that just eliminates one of the 8 suits.
Let us. Rusty and his Fey Queen. Sorry, my eyeballs are having a hard time reading here.
If you click on the cards in the in your
yeah,
hand, they'll get bigger. But yes,
I had a card. Oh, there it is. Okay, it's this one in regards to the Fey Queen, and without comment, we forgot certain key supplies and holy relics for Rusty.
Okay, so-
and it's all over the
so
Fey
that
Queen.
eliminates an entire stack.
Okay.
Ouchie.
And
So
we'll go
welcome to my
John.
world, Rusty.
Ouchie.
It is classic gameplay. You do whatever the other person did to you last.
Yeah.
This is very bad. Be cooperative.
So is it me?
These
It is you,
cards-
John. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, I don't know how you could doubt me because I actually carried the king's sword. So
Carry the king's sword. Wow.
And he doesn't mean
John
metaphor.
has nothing but scoring cards, it looks like.
Yeah, make that assumption, please.
And we go on to Greg. If he's back from the doorbell.
I believe that I engineered a way to cross the bottomless chasm.
I remember you saying that you did. All right.
Put these. Let's see. I don't know.
I have nothing but terrible cards. I always have terrible cards. Let's see what I can do here.
I don't know if I
I
have
will-
terrible cards or
I
not.
will make myself a victim. I led the party. They followed my plan.
Mm.
And Rusty.
Let's see. Dun, okay. Going to provide skepticism to squires. See, did it work? No.
It's I see at the bottom of the.
It's it's down on the bottom, but it's there. Legend state, all the treasure is illusionary. And we go to Conrad.
Let's see.
That's not any heart. That's wrong. I can't do that.
Yeah, you can't do that. Go ahead and reclaim it back. Thank you, Rusty.
All right. Let's see. Now we have to do.
You'll need to do a sword if you want to cancel that.
Yeah, I don't have any swords. I don't think. Let's see. Let's see. All right. I guess we do it this way then. So I'm going to remove the star that way.
Okay. We are waiting for the next round of drinks, and then we forget all about the fact that you engineered a way of getting past the bottomless cavern. And we go to Conrad.
I will say John carried the King's Sword quite well.
Yes, he did.
But we ended the night with multiple resurrections at the temple.
Yeah. Well, that would eliminate the card stack, so let's get rid of that.
Wait, what symbol is that? Was that a horn?
That's the
That's
trumpet.
the trumpet.
Trumpet. Yeah.
And we go over to John.
If
Well,
end the round with no points, you get
You get 4. You get 1 per every person that you play against. So in essence, we want as a strategy everyone to keep at least 1 of their accomplishments on the board.
right.
Right. So
I see
There's
that.
a lot of
Rusty,
them left
Rusty,
to play.
Squires and Conrad are all scoring nil at this point, right? Is
Yeah.
John
Correct.
and Red scoring nil? Red's got 1.
That's
I
got
got
one.
nil
John
at
is
the
scoring nil. I've got
So
1
John's
point.
nil, but does that mean he's 4 or does that mean he's nil?
John is not scoring anything. He gets 4 points as well if it comes to that.
So you could in fact apply contradictions to your own stories, right?
That is not true.
Yeah.
You can only, as you
Oh,
see,
okay,
it
'cause
only
it only
says
says
that you
opponents'
play
hearts.
them on opponents.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Otherwise, it'd be too easy to get the nil.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't say that on my card. It says play on spades or swords, for example.
So that one you could play on your own card, right?
Play on
Like a spade or
spades and
It said mine. Okay, I could play that on.
that's a club, Rusty. A play on spades and swords is a club, and that would actually help you retain points. So that would not help you become nil.
Okay,
So
got it.
yes, you could play that on any spades or sword. You can play it on mine if you want to make sure that I have points on the board.
And
But we're still at Greg, I believe.
I thought it was me. It was me.
Oh, forgive me. Well, yes, it is John. John,
Yeah.
go ahead.
I was just, you guys were chatting, so I think Conrad is sandbagging. So I'm gonna clumsy oaf. You barely survived the first pitfall. Unable to play story
stars.
Wow,
thread
no hearts
stars.
and stars. We are really giving him a nil. Okay, and we go over to Greg.
I think I'm going to have to wait. What is it? Nope, not that one. No, not that one. Okay, I'm going to play this one, which make 1 wild card in play apply to all players.
Okay.
So I could say the unable to play jocularity.
Okay, sure. You can say that everyone cannot play jocularity. I'm going to move it to the top here.
Okay.
No jocularity for the group. You could also have made it so that nobody could play stars, since there's only a few of them out in the game so far. But again, it's mostly that would be helping people obtain their nil. Let me see what else I got here.
It's
powerful.
right now. It seems to be a 4-way tie for nil.
Sure, it does. And I looted more jewels than I could carry. Hearts are worth 2 points. So I potentially had 5 points on the board, but you've canceled 2 of them. Over to Rusty.
Yeah.
Can you play hearts and diamonds on other players
No,
Like offensively.
no.
No. All right.
You cannot just give person a
Point.
point so that they can't obtain their nil. Part of the strategy is trying to make sure that everyone who has a red card eventually has to put it in play. It's when they start putting their second and third, maybe you want to look toward eliminating them. But again, we're just testing at the moment.
Okay, so let's see. Play on any heart. Okay, we'll do that one. Legend
Okay.
states all the treasure is illusionary.
Yeah, but it's still, I can, if the illusion is good enough, even the people I give the jewels to will think that they're there. Conrad, your turn.
Okay, I can't play stars. I can't play hearts. But I can play
And
diamonds.
nobody can play jocularity.
And nobody can
let's see.
play the joculars.
The trumpets.
As I recall, I wielded the magic crystal, and you did not.
Conrad is on the board with a diamond, and John.
Well, I did make a beer stein from one of the teeth of the dragon that I slayed.
John has a lot of points. Nice. And Greg.
I don't. I only have 1 point because everything else is canceled.
One is a lot right now.
Let's see. So I have to play a card, huh?
You have to play a card. If you cannot play a card, you are out of the game. And your points will count at the end, whatever happens to you.
We will loot your points. Sorry.
Well, you don't necessarily lose your points, but
loot. We're going to loot them.
All right. We'll do this, which seems kind of pointless, but Rusty, you haggling the bill. You're unable to play contradiction swords.
Okay, got it.
Don't you forget it.
And we should have hit Rusty with this one as well, but we'll play it on Greg. Greg, you can't play spades. And over to Rusty.
I just got all these like wild cards. I guess it's weird.
But in a way, it's good for you, Greg, because if you can't get any cards out,
you
can't get any cards out.
If you literally can't have any cards out, you've already got your 4 points for playing the game. All you're doing is you're playing a spoiler with the other players.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure nobody gets more than 4 points.
Yeah. I'm going to try and engineer so everybody gets 4, but let's see. It's going to be tough.
Okay.
Yeah. Right, and then respect. Yeah. Guess I could play these, but they don't make much sense. But okay, I'm going to try and help Conrad out, even though it's going to look like I'm not. So, let's see. Move any card except your own hearts, diamonds, or stars. So I'm going to remove Conrad's diamond so that he's a 0.
Okay.
Who's playing this? Is this Greg?
No, it's Rusty.
Rusty's playing. Oh, sorry, Rusty's playing.
I'm trying to make everybody a 0. I can make a 0.
Out of respect for the loot player, I shan't shout.
Oh. Okay. Did not actually wield the magic crystal, evidently.
And Conrad.
Right.
Rusty, I want 1 point.
Oh, you don't want 4.
I saved the party, killed everyone who suffered grievously.
Oh my gosh!
I keep trying, Conrad.
I know, and I thank you for
it. Keep crushing me.
You'd have to hit him with he can't play a diamond. If he can't play a diamond, heart, or star, he's not going to score any points. Over to John.
Okay. Well, I unlocked magical powers. Just saying. that helped me defeat the dragon.
John had a lot of scoring points. Nice hand. I unlocked magical powers. Made a beer stein from one of the teeth. And
I killed the dragon, even though people don't believe me.